All right, we'll get going here. We got Luke Jones, Hudson Clark. Hutch, kick us off, please.
Yeah, Hudson, Coach Pittman was telling us yesterday that McAdoo was going to compete for a starting job. What have you seen from him and how his adjustment's going?
I feel like he's a really natural corner, safety, whatever we have him playing. But I think right now he's at corner and he's been a great job. He's really physical. He can get out of breaks fast. And I think he was talking about he played in high school, so I can kind of see it translate over, and he's a beast.
How is he coming along with like the playbook and stuff like that? And how are y'all maybe helping him come along in that aspect?
I think just he's done a great job. I think communication on the field has really helped him. And like if it's Brainy, if it's whatever safety's on his side, just helping him out and telling him what to play. And I mean, he knows it, but just that extra help, the extra set of confidence before the play, I think that goes a long way.
And then just one for Luke. I know the offensive line always tries to, make a goal of like getting a 1,000-yard rusher. Rockets already hit that mark. Do y'all have any other, goals to try to, get him to for the rest of the season?
Yeah, obviously, we want to keep that number climbing, but 1,000 at this point in the season is pretty crazy. It's a blessing to block for him. He's a great player. He's really bought into this program, and blocking for him is really fun. He's a good running back.
Trey.
Yeah, Hudson, I was curious about the quarterback situation on the other side of the field. I guess Bennett's been the guy they've been using. I think Brewer's healthy. How do you guys prepare for them, and what do they do well?
Bennett had a great game against BYU. He's been a good fill for them. Brewer's obviously played at 2 Power 5 schools, and so they both have really good talent. They can throw it well. Brewer can run as well, and 11 can too. But we definitely see some speed with Brewer, and so I think overall they're both really good. And we're just going to be preparing for both, watching film on both.
Any similarities to anybody you've played so far in terms of what they like to do offensively?
They like to, throw the ball deep. They like to have quarterback run, and the quarterback can extend it with his legs. So they can really do it all. And so, yeah.
And Luke, on the other side of the ball, what do you see from the defense just structurally? And are they aggressive? Are they passive? What do they like to do?
Yeah, they're a pretty aggressive defense. They twist and move a lot on the D line, and I think that's similarities to Mississippi State week whenever they're moving a lot during that game, and we're preparing for them and watching film on them right now.
Thanks, guys.
Tom.
Hey guys, it's the first time Arkansas has ever played 2 non-conference games against teams that are ranked. And I'm wondering what it's been like navigating through this schedule, opening with Cincinnati, ranked team, the road trip to BYU. There seemingly hasn't been like a quote easy game. Luke, how's it been kind of navigating through all this?
It's just a good opportunity for us. This is a top 25 team in the country, and we're not taking them lightly. We're hoping to go get another win, add it to another win column of being the top 25 ranked team. And, our schedule is tough, but I think we're ready. And we've been doing good so far this season with it.
Hudson, what's it like week after week facing, quality opponents,
It's awesome. We got to prepare the same way for every opponent, and their 7-1 could easily be 8-0 with the play come back to them. But I think just week in and out, we got to prepare the same way for every opponent, and that's really helped us so far.
Hudson, you were listed today as a nominee from University of Arkansas for the Burlsworth. Just maybe thoughts about having that distinction.
That's an awesome honor. I know Brandon Burlsworth, he was a really hard worker, and just being able to talk to Marty Burlsworth before and having that connection with him it's been a blessing, and that's a real honor for me.
Luke, getting back home, it's been a long time since y'all played a home game. How you think the fans, how's it going to feel being back home?
We're excited. I was talking to some of my teammates today, like Ricky and Dalton and Bo and Brady. We're just talking about how good it feels to be back at home, being in front of our fans, kind of just more, everything's more recognizable. The hotel that we're staying in, the warm-ups, everything is just, we're excited to be back home.
Thanks.
Bob.
Hey guys. Hey, Hudson, I know you've played corner and safety. Sam Pittman was saying that, in fairness to you, they'd like to keep you one spot. Sounds like they want to keep you that middle safety spot. What's that been like for you? Moving around some, and do you feel like, middle safety might be a good spot for you to stick around?
Mhm. Yeah, I think so. I think it's definitely become more comfortable for me. It's kind of slowing down back there. And so as you play more at the position, it's gonna come more natural to you. And so I think it's been helping me.
And then part of the reason they were moving you around, I guess even within a game, you were playing both spots, I think, was because there were so many injured. I think at one point you guys were down 7 guys. I mean, if you count, Jalen, Catalan, and Bishop and stuff. But now you've gotten some guys back, the Johnsons, and I think maybe Malik's back and other folks. Just what's that been like getting some guys back to help your, just your numbers?
I mean, it's awesome having that depth. I think everybody's getting more and more reps, and I think it's making the whole room better just by getting reps. And so it's been good for us.
And maybe for both you guys, I know it's hard to compare scores, but you guys go out, pull away and beat BYU, pretty good there by the end. And then BYU goes to Virginia and Liberty puts it on them 41-14. Well, what do you guys think about that? And Hudson, they put up, 41 points and I think well over 500 yards. What'd you think of what their offense was able to do to BYU?
I mean, they're really explosive. They can run the ball, they can pass the ball. They're pretty balanced. I think they got really good receivers who can catch really well. And so they can, if you're not prepared, if you're not locked in every play, they can really do a number on you. And so we got to take that mentality to the game.
Luke, does that get your all's attention when they beat BYU that bad?
Yeah, it does get our attention, and it's just you got to prepare for each team the same way, working hard, watching film, and we're preparing the same way, and we're going to go out there and get it.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Trey.
Yeah, Hudson, if you do stick at safety, Coach Pippen said you probably want to add some weight. You're 6'2", 182, I believe, right now on the roster. What's your weight at now, and what do you think you need to bulk up to? At least I know it's looking ahead to next season, but to play back there comfortably.
Yeah, right now I'm probably like 179. I think probably get to at least 190 to stick around. I think, or at least weight that sticks on. Like during the season, it kind of gets off. But I think weight room's been a big part, kind of putting on muscle and strength with that. And so Coach Walker and his staff has done a great job.
They've got a lot of guys that have caught passes and stuff, but Demario Douglas has 42 for 615 and 5 touchdowns. What are your thoughts on him, kind of player he is, and does he remind you of anyone you faced?
I mean, he's a real good talent. I think he could play anywhere. He's quick. He gets in and out of breaks. He's got really good hands. And once he gets the ball in his hands, he's a really good player. He can break tackles and he's got that breakaway speed. So I think we just got to keep an eye out on him and prepare for him and do that. Yeah.
You guys familiar with Hugh Freeze, just his history in the SEC? And I mean, I'm sure you guys you're not that young, but you probably remember when he was at Ole Miss.
Yeah, he's an SEC coach, and I'm sure he's preparing that team. They're 7-1. They could easily be 8-0. And it's just going through that SEC football team, he's bringing that same culture to them. So we're going to take it the same way we do with any other team, especially the SEC team.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Bob, close us out.
Hey, Hudson, I might be wrong. I can't remember, but I don't think we've talked to you since you got some of those awards after the BYU game, SEC award, and I got some national recognition. Just, what you think about that? How's that make you feel?
I mean, that was awesome. It's also in the past, so you just got to keep moving forward. And I think we got to take that preparation into this game and try to do the same this week.
And then I know you'd probably like to find a place where you're playing there all the time, but do you take some pride in the fact that you have some versatility there, and when the depth's an issue with all the injuries, they can kind of put you in where they need you the most?
Yeah, I definitely take pride in knowing the playbook and being able to play both spots. And I think I'm just trying to help the team in any way possible, and I think I'm doing that.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Luke, buddy, appreciate the time, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.